Hey everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft video. Now in today's video, we're going to go over three very simple redstone builds that you guys need to have, especially if you guys are just starting out in any survival world, whether it be a single player or an SMP. It really does not matter. These are highly recommended, and I use these three all the time to at least get myself started, and I'm trying to blind you with the sun behind you, or behind me I should say. But if you guys are behind me, that's all right too. But make sure that you guys, before we get started, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. I have a lot of build designs and other tutorials here on my channel regarding Minecraft, so definitely go ahead and check those out. I like them, and I hope that you guys like them as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. We got three very basic redstone builds that we're actually going to take a look at. So this is going to be the first one, and just by taking a look at it, you guys should be able to tell exactly what it is. We are going to be building basically a semi-automatic cow farm. Now, this is going to be really nice for a very beginning basics of any world, to get leather so that you guys can get books, so you guys can do some enchanting and get some of those enchantments on any of your pieces of gear that you guys might be looking for. This is everything that you guys are going to need. Make sure that it is a dispenser and not a dropper. And then you're going to get some cows. You need at least 2 to get started. Obviously, in survival, you're not going to have access to a cow spawn egg unless you are cheaty, which I guess that's up to you guys, but that's what you'll need, and you'll obviously need some wheat as well. So let's go ahead and break this and go ahead and get started. So we're gonna go ahead and dig just 3 into the ground right off the bat, place in our chest just like that, and our hopper into it. Our dispenser will actually go right facing into this there. We're gonna put our only 3 blocks on, 1 on top and 1 on each of those sides. And then I like to use stairs. You guys don't necessarily need to. I'm just gonna use these for temporary blocks, just like so. And we're going to go ahead and put that one there and 1 right there. We're also going to put 1 upside down and 1 on the top. Break that one, and I guess you could break that other one if you guys wanted to. Otherwise, you can fill it up with whatever you want. So now this is actually all ready to collect all of our items. So all you need to do is get your cows into it. So you would lure them into here with some wheat. You're going to put your button right there. Let's go ahead and get our cows in here. Obviously, you're going to need a whole bunch of them in there before they start entity cramming. So we're just going to go ahead and load this up. There they go. They already had a couple that have passed away on us, unfortunately. Wow. Okay, there's more than I thought. So anyway, once they actually go ahead and get in there, we can actually put our water in the dispenser as well. Make sure that you guys go ahead and put down your fence on top of it. And then all you need to do is go ahead and push this little button, and it's going to make the cows bounce up and down. Makes it really easy to go ahead and feed them, and then just go ahead and start feeding them until they basically entity cram right in there. Obviously, I am using a shader pack. BSL is the shader pack that I'm using, so it doesn't necessarily show the hearts to go ahead and show that they're actually breeding, but I like to just basically walk around them until they are all basically bred up, and then everything should be down here. Now obviously I'm not getting all of them to go ahead and breed right now, so that is kind of a bummer, but this is a great way to go ahead and get some of the beef and the leather that you guys need in order for this to go ahead and get a lot of stuff that you'll need: food, leather, everything, all the basic stuff for the very beginning of your world. Go ahead and push that whenever you guys want to, and that will drop them down. It just makes them easier to go ahead and feed and breed when you guys have them bobbing in water. Anyway, let's go ahead and clear out our inventory and make our way down to the next one, which is going to be right here. This is going to be virtually a super smelter, or a smelter in general, an auto smelter. Now, there are 3 different kinds in Minecraft now. Eventually, there could be more. You have your standard furnace, which anytime that I build a super smelter, which if you guys want something more complex and bigger, I do have some on my channel. I have some that are based on 160 furnaces. I have other ones that are 128, and I have other ones that are completely based on kelp and other designs, however you really want to get into it. So check those out if you guys want to. But depending on which one you guys are going to be building, probably at the very beginning, you're going to be using a regular furnace. Obviously, a blast furnace is going to be specifically for ores. And then you have a smoker, which is going to be more for food. And it does cook twice as fast. So if you guys are going to be cooking up a lot of food or doing a lot of ore melting or whatnot down, then this is definitely going to be for you. However, even in my worlds, to this day, I still only use the regular furnaces because like I said, I do use super smelters and makes it quite fast. But anyway, let's go ahead and break this chest and get into it. This one is easy to go ahead and build. You just need 2 chests at the very bottom. You're going to come around the back and you're going to go ahead and grab 2 hoppers into those. You're just going to use your 2 furnaces right here. You're going to put another 2 hoppers on the top with 2 chests on the top there, and then on the back side of the furnace you're going to go ahead and place in another pair of hoppers with a chest on top of that. Then all you need to do on the back one is put in your fuel source. It doesn't necessarily have to be coal, but usually at the beginning of your world that's all you have access to it now. And then at the front you can go ahead and place in whatever you're going to be smelting. The reason that I like to build it too wide across is because it evenly distributes into each of these. And you'll see that it'll stop at 32. Obviously, one has already been smelted and it's already been placed into the chest. So every time it just automatically pulls it out, and you can load this full completely and just walk away from it, and it'll come back to it. And hopefully whatever you guys have been smelting will be completed. Now, this is obviously easily expandable, and we'll just do the other variations so you guys can go ahead and see them. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and throw those back in there, and guess they probably already went in there. That's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. We can go ahead and put our hoppers in the back of these. You can put the whatever you're going to be using, the smokers or the blast furnaces there. Again, you're just going to go ahead and put the hoppers on the top. If I decide to fly for whatever reason, I'm not flying. There we go. We're going to go ahead and put our double chests on the back. Bring around the front just to make it look a little bit nicer. And again, we can put whatever we're melting in these. Again, food in the smoker and ore in the other one in the blast furnace. And what I like about this is what I said earlier is if you guys do have stuff that you just need to smelt up really quickly, like ores, a blast furnace is absolutely amazing. Honestly, I don't, unless I'm using smokers as decoration, I don't ever use them personally. That's just me. Let me know in the comments if you guys go ahead and do that. But you can see here we already have 8 ingots, and over here this one we built quite a while ago, and there we go. However, what's really nice about this, I'm not going to get into it, but furnaces are a great way to go ahead and get XP. So there's ways that you can hook up redstone. I'm not going to get into it. Otherwise, you can always break the furnace and get the redstone that's actually in it. You probably saw it from the first time that was here. So if we were to break this, you can see that the XP is coming after me pretty quickly, which is awesome way to get experience at the very beginning of your world, especially when you guys need those level 30s to get those enchantments that you're looking for and get good gear. All right, moving on to our last one here. We have a garbage disposal. I use this, obviously, if you guys get a lot of rotten flesh or whatever you guys actually get. This is a great way to go ahead and get rid of this. This, again, is a dispenser and not a dropper. But pretty limited on materials that you're going to need. Just go ahead and dig into the ground. Place your lava bucket. We're going to go ahead and surround 3 of them with glass. Dispenser is going to go right there. We're going to go ahead and put our last piece of glass right on the top there. Behind the dispenser or to the side, it does not matter where you put it. You're going to put it comparator. You're going to dig down 1 block with a sticky piston right there. You're going to have an observer facing that way. Then you're going to go ahead and place another one facing that way. So that way when this one gets lifted up, it's going to create a infinite signal for it. And then if you want to put more like above it, go ahead and place in a chest. So then that way you can come along, stand right above it, and you can watch all of the goodies that you're throwing into your chest go ahead and just drop right into the lava, and it will actually dispense out 2 at a time. Now if you want to make this a double chest and have another set of as an example here going like that, they'll actually, it will fire all the time because they're pulling on more items than what it can actually stand up to. And just like that, all of our rotten flesh is completely gone that quickly. I absolutely love these things, and again, I use these pretty much in all of my world to get rid of the things that I just really don't want. For the most part, it's rotten flesh, to be 100% honest, and other things from time to time as well. But that really is everything. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, make sure that you guys go and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Again, check out my other super smelter design if you guys want to make something a lot bigger. Make sure that you guys check out my other tutorials here on the channel if you guys are interested in some of the builds, and I'm gonna have a lot more coming in the very near future. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope to see you guys next time. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.